Hello. Hello. I don't know why I started a video like that. I wanted to look angry for no reason. Um, yeah. I'm sitting in a public park doing absolutely fucking nothing, but it is good. Um, Put simple, what was I gonna say? I was gonna talk about how hard it sometimes feels to just be, happy for no reason. Not in a sense where it's like, oh, I am depressed. I am gonna cry my eyes out and just basically bawl out because I feel like nothing's going right for me. More in a sense where it's a case of maybe even jealousy, maybe even just none. It's just seeing everyone around you, kind of like, not everyone around you, but seeing so many people just kind of go out and doing their own thing and you're just kind of sitting there stuck in the same place. Maybe even you're not stuck in the same place. Maybe you're trying to do your own thing. That it, maybe even it is working out. It kind of feels like everyone's trying to live their life and they are better than me. Damn. What the hell's that? What the hell I do? It's kind of a case where it's like, oh, what did I do now? What am I gonna do? Yeah, it's rough. But it's simple for me, It's kind of, it's kind of not even today, but the last couple like month. It's kind of looking at myself and thinking, I'm not in a bad space. I have a very lovely family. I have a nice house. I don't own the house. I live in a nice house. I'm moving up in some sense of the career ladder or whatever the hell else. Maybe I have plans to go somewhere and I'm trying to make stuff for myself, but it's kind of, maybe it's just I'm seeing people who are already there, people who are already doing what I want to do, or maybe it's a case of just people just living life in ways you feel like, I don't think I'll ever get a chance to do it like that, seeing people so happy where it's just a case of I don't even know how to react other than just be, mad, sad, anything along them lines. Maybe act a little bit bad, who knows? But the point is, it's just rough. It's so rough to feel. It's a case of, I've no reason to really be sad. It's just looking at someone else and feeling so much worse for myself. And obviously, saying that out loud, it is so obvious how bad a practice that is. But maybe it's a case of it's just someone you're talking to and now you just can't help it. It's kind of sitting there like, wow. I can't even appreciate, or it's hard for me to even, be happy for that person because I'm not happy for myself. Do you know what I mean? I'm just so mad for no reason. I'm not mad, but it's just feeling that way sometimes, feeling so annoyed for no reason, other than for the fact you are having an okay day. I mean, you're hearing someone having the best time in their life, and now you're just sitting there like, damn. Now I'm just angry. I just can't feel that way. And it's kind of in a space where it feels like I know I'm not gonna feel that way anytime soon. And now it's even worse. And honestly, it just digs on itself. It's digging a grave. The moment you start feeling that kind of way because you see one person, it just keeps going and going. Everyone's living life. Everyone's going up. Everyone's going somewhere. Everyone's doing something. I mean, it's just kind of you now sitting there by yourself thinking, shit. Hey, what can I say? Most people have normal hair. I have a high top. Yeah. For those of you who've seen this and know what that is, yeah. My hair, I'm not going to show that. Anyway, yeah. Everyone's different. Yeah. And I was kind of going through it today. I wasn't battling with that, but yeah, no, I was definitely battling with that. Just today I went about my day. I'm just going to the gym. And while I'm in the gym, I was having a great time. I was fine. And then I was just hearing from somebody, and I was like, oh wow, I'd love to hear about this person. And then they're telling me how much of a great time they're having. I was like, wow, I'm happy they're having a great time. But I don't feel happy for them. Like, I love that they're having a great time, but I'm just, I'm so locked in my head, and I just locked myself in my own box in my own head, just feeling like I don't even know how to process myself at the moment. I'm lost in the sauce. Put it simple, I'm lost in the sauce. I just can't do anything because all I feel right now is, maybe it's jealousy, maybe it's anger, I don't know. Either way, it's a case of, I'll let them know how I should feel, I know I should be telling them how great of a time they should be having, and they are having, and I'm happy for them, but I don't emotionally feel it. Even if I am happy for them, it's a bit rough. And then it's like, damn, I'm like a bad person. I was like, damn, I'm so happy people are going about, like, people are living their lives. That's such a good thing, you know. But people can, in this day and age when everything's so expensive, they can't even go outside without having to pay 50 quid. It's now you're just still can manage to do something for yourself. Oh my god, you can even see the lines when you're wearing glasses. Anyway, but it doesn't really matter, you know. It doesn't matter. It's just a case of, it's kind of like what I was saying in the video before this. I was just saying you kind of keep moving in a sense, you know. I am locked in that box in my head, and I know no matter what I say to myself, what I do for myself, at the moment, I'm not gonna get out of it. I'm gonna be happy for the person I'm like hearing from. I'm always gonna be happy. I'm hearing from so many people just talking about how great times they're having going on holiday or that. Sometimes it's even a thought process where if I was in their situation, you know, maybe if it keeps going where I wouldn't even be happy, you know. I'd be so happy to be with them, but maybe it's because they're with friends and you think, oh, I'd have to go solo. Or it's just a case of thinking, you know, there's all these things to do. Someone says, oh, do you know what really annoys me? You know, this shouldn't annoy me. This really shouldn't annoy me. It's a case where it's like, oh, two things actually. I'll put three. We've got three things. Yeah. First of all, you ever had that time where someone comes up to you and it's like, oh, you're going to do something, you know. Oh, you have plenty of time to do it later. No, I don't. Yeah, don't know why. It annoys me. I don't like wasting time, but I feel like all I'm doing is wasting time. So of course I'm annoyed with myself. Oh my god. But it's a case where so many people will tell you, oh, you got time to do something, like you got time, you don't have to do it right now. But then, you know, nothing's ever gonna be the same as it is right now. You know, something's always gonna be a little bit different. So if I go later, it might feel 100 times worse, and that's how I'm feeling. So the moment those words leave someone's mouth, I can't lie, some small part in my head is just like, you know, please stop talking for that. Just don't say that, please. Or it's a case of just another one. The other one I was talking about. That's just something small. I don't know why. And like, I know why that annoys me, but it's a case of, you know, damn. You just have to overcome that feeling, you know, because they are right. They are right in a sense, technically, but still, it hurts. It hurts. Either way, for no reason. Another thing that annoys me, you know, like, you know when someone says, at least you can do that later, or don't you feel so much better about this? Don't you feel so much better now? Fuck. Sometimes it just pisses me off. Like, that's something that shouldn't piss me off as well. It's just a case of someone, like, imagine I'm going somewhere and someone says, but you should go do something. It's like, do you want to come with me? No. You go do it by yourself. And when you go do it by yourself, it just feels shit. Because you're sitting there by yourself and you're thinking, what the fuck am I doing here? It's kind of thinking to yourself, I've been in the middle of nowhere for the last half an hour, sitting somewhere, because I just went for a climb, and I got no one to speak to about it. I'm just sitting here doing this by myself. Hell, maybe my camera's working, maybe I could take some pictures and show people later. But they kind of like half get, you know when someone's giving a response, it's like, oh, wow, that's great. Anyway, you know what I mean? So, when you hear that kind of thing, or at least when I hear it, it's just a case of like, okay then, you know, telling me to go do something and then saying, I should go do it. I'm gonna do it solo, and I just feel shit. So most of the time when people tell me to do that, like, you should try something, it will work out and I'll probably love it, but you know, a lot of the times it won't, and it just feels rough. But yeah, no, it's just a case where maybe some things that should make me happy, or just things that should make you happy, they just don't. Or you're just stuck by yourself in your own head, and it's rough. So, best thing you can do for yourself, you know, basically just keep moving. If you have something going on in your life, keep going for it. If you've got nothing going on for your life, find something to do in your life. And you just kind of have to, in a sense, hope and pray. Every day gets better. In a sense, you know, as I said, no day's the same. So tomorrow could be 100% better than it is today. That's all it is. But, you know, you have to keep going to see that. That's all. Anyway, have a lovely day.